100% of my viewers are not subscribed. I find that completely unsurprising. Also, we've got a new Q pop. Let's go. It's not showing me like where people are from or anything. That's too bad. Oh well. I was gonna read some more beta feedback, but all right, we're in. Halls of Infusion. Okay. My party is. Yeah, let's make sure we've got this on everybody. I have 2 warlocks. Two warlocks and 2 monks. And me. Okay, that's something I need to be careful of. So what I just did was I think I had myself targeted when I cast my Living Flames there, and that what that'll do is I mean obviously it'll cast on me, but more importantly when I try to cleave onto all the enemies so basically what I did is I cast a Fire Breath, and then I want to cleave my Living Flames onto the other ones. If I target myself with the Living Flames, it's going to do a healing version of the Living Flames, and it's actually going to prefer to bounce onto allies when that happens, instead of bouncing onto enemies. So not ideal. I basically just did a big group heal. We didn't really need it in that moment, so it didn't really do much. And that wasn't exactly what I was trying to do either, so not perfect, but yeah, these guys here have some really like annoying casts, especially the Interrupting Gust. Not a fan of that. Are we gonna... whatever, yeah. Yeah, anyway, technically nothing too exciting on the YouTube yet. If you're watching the stream, it's basically just this. But what I'll try and do, if I have some time, I might watch back what we talked about today. I might be able to make a short YouTube video out of my like little walkthrough that I did of like the tree and some of the main ideas and stuff earlier, because that might be useful to someone. Someone might come across it, you know. I don't know what you would have to search for to get something like that to show up in your search bar, but I feel like miscellaneous Devastation Evoker stream questions number 3. Or something like that, but I've basically just been having a pretty good time with the beta so far. Got some time off work, so definitely, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone situation. Get to have some fun, get to share my experience with the world, and then hopefully we're looking at pre-patch in like, well, I don't want to say hopefully we're looking at pre-patch in a month, because like some of these classes need a lot of work still. But, you know, whenever they do decide that pre-patch is ready to go, I'm definitely looking forward to playing it, so. Okay, I hate that. Whenever enemies jump out of the group like that, worst thing ever. Not even a little bit fun. Yeah, I'm also going to... I just want to cast a Deep Breath. Is that so much to ask? Apparently. Yeah, so my best guess, like, I'm definitely of the opinion that they're probably going for a late October pre-patch and a late November / early December release for the expansion. That's what I believe they're going to try and do. If they run into crazy issues, then they'll do like a November pre-patch and then like kind of Christmas-ish launch for the game, but I'm kind of pessimistic that they're actually going to do that. Okay, hold on. I want to bounce this guy back into the group, and then I'm going to pop coolies and just do a boom, bam, wham bam. And then I'm going to do a knock up, and then cast my Eternity Surge. And then accidentally cancel my Eternity Surge. I'm going to rescue the healer, and then I'm going to throw down a heal in the middle here. And none of that was really necessary, but I just wanted to show that I know my buttons. And second damage. Not bad. But yeah, that's my best guess. Kind of thinking... I'm kind of thinking late October, early November pre-patch, and late November and early December at the latest kind of release of the expansion. Oh, I accidentally used Tip without Dragon Rage. That's awkward. Not necessarily a problem, but it just means they're desynced now. I'll just pop my my stuff anyway, but having to full cast a Fire Breath and Dragon Rage is kind of awkward. So if I remember correctly, this guy here is going to do a big blue. It's going to drop a big blue on the ground. Soon. Soon. This thing. Okay. And then Ablative Barrier does what? I don't know. Ablative Barrier is, yeah, removed by... Okay, so we actually want to get... I want to get these guys in here, right? I think we want to actually hit him with the effect. Yeah, we're nailing this. Oh, this is exactly what we want to do. So good. Dude, look at us deal with that mechanic. Except we totally didn't... It didn't remove. When did it remove? I thought we were amazing. Can be removed by nullifying pulse. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, basically, why am I alternating Living Flame and Disintegrate when I could be just kind of fishing for procs and doing Disintegrate? So here's kind of the deal, right? Two scenarios. When I was in cooldowns there, oh god, okay. So example number one of when Devastation Evoker sucks. Just can't hit the boss. When you're in Dragon Rage specifically, every Living Flame that you cast procs Essence Burst. So alternating Living Flame, Disintegrate, Living Flame, Disintegrate, you're always using Essence Burst when that happens. Naturally, just because you're guaranteed to proc it. I'm trying to figure out where the tank wants to go. We usually go down the sewers over here. Is it a bug that the damage continued after he died? I have no fucking idea, dude. Outside of Dragon Rage, so at the end there where I was just kind of talking, I should have been spending my essence. I really should have been still casting Disintegrates with my essence instead of just casting Living Flame there. I was just kind of getting distracted and not quite playing exactly how I want. But in situations like this, for example, ideally, you know, okay. The thing is, these frogs die super fast, but if this was like an M+ pack, I would try and get like a Fire Breath out on them. I would try and get a good Eternity Surge. I want to get a Living Flame out because that Living Flame is going to cleave onto a bunch of stuff, and you saw that cleave onto allies and enemies. And if there were like 4 enemies stacked, I would definitely use this Pyre here with the Charge Blast on like 4 or 5 targets, and then otherwise I'm just going in on Disintegrate. If it's like 2 or 3 targets kind of thing, because Disintegrate is just a ton of damage and it cleaves, which is really nice. So same thing here. We've got like a lot of enemies. They're all going to die very quickly, but I'll throw out some Pyres. I've got a Living Flame that I can cast, but like honestly, by the time I cast the Living Flame, they're all dead. I'm going to try and get an Eternity Surge out on... It's going to hit 8. Okay, it only hit 2. Not great. Our healer is dead. Not great. I'm going to cast a Living Flame right here on all these fresh enemies, because I think it'll be fun. Or Fire Breath. It got cancelled for some reason. I have a lot of questions. I don't know, man. Oh, he's dead. Am I dead? Anyway. Yeah, so in Dragon Rage, basically, just because of how that works, right? So there's no way... So the only way for Living Flame to proc more than 1 Essence Drain, or more than 1 Essence Burst, is this one that I cast right after Flame Breath. This one has a chance to proc 2. Other than that, every other time I push Living Flame, I only ever have a chance to proc 1 Essence Burst. And if I'm in Dragon Rage, it always procs 1 Essence Burst. So what's nice about that is when I'm in Dragon Rage, I can quite literally just go Living Flame, Disintegrate, Living Flame, Disintegrate, and then just pay attention for when this thing procs, the Cascading Power. Because if I proc the thing where it says Essence Burst is not consumed, I can just push Disintegrate again, and that's fun. The main idea with this spec on pure single target is quite literally just, you know, use Essence Burst above all else. Generally speaking, Disintegrate is more valuable than what's it called? Disintegrate is more valuable than, like, pushing your spender is more valuable than pushing your filler, right? So pushing Disintegrate is generally going to be better than pushing Living Flame. So right here, where I have Essence to spend, I really should be using Essence. Same thing here. I mean, I've just got 2 procs, so the best thing here, right, other than the fact that I'm sitting on my Empowers, I should just be sending Disintegrate. That's pretty much the play here. So same thing here. This is like a 2-boss cleave situation. I'm going to try... So these guys are annoying, so I'm going to try and get a good Fire Breath out on both of them before they, like, move. I'm going to cleave out a Living... cleave with Living Flame, and then try and get, you know, my Eternity Surge proccing on everything. And then here I'm just going to kind of Disintegrate as much as I can on them. Now I'm out of Essence. I'm going to go back to Living Flame. Try and use it as a filler, see if we can proc some Essence Burst. Okay, so I need to check something. Is that Ren? Are you Ren? You're Ren, right? It's Ren. Is that who your dad is a fruit is? Or your dad is fruit? I'm on to you. I think that's you. I'm waiting for a response. My esteemed subscriber, your dad is fruit. God, if I put this up on YouTube, this is going to be the weirdest moment. Oh, that's stacks? Dude, Close to Heart stacks? Dude, that's 4% and 4% leech. Oh, darn. Okay, well, that's fine. How's it going? I did one too many Disintegrates there. I'm actually in Dragon Rage. I really only want to be doing my Disintegrate with Essence Burst in Dragon Rage specifically, but not a problem. It looks like you've used the command !build, which is very cool of you. That's just the build that I'm using in this dungeon right now, just in case you're curious. And I can talk about why I've chosen certain things later. It's not like a necessarily min-max build, and you won't be using exactly this in, like, dungeons, let's say. Just so you know. But, oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying to, like, save my group. Even though the boss is almost dead and I could just DPS the boss. I'm trying to, like, do hero stuff. Because, like, I have a Cleanse Dispel. Oop, I have a Poison Cleanse. Hello? There we go. I got a hat! Let's go, dude. I haven't gotten loot from any dungeon yet today. Well, I did get one, but it was not an upgrade. But that's okay. But hey guys, yeah, like honestly, thanks for hanging out. Glad to see you guys in chat. You got any questions about what's going on, feel free. I love to talk. I love the sound of my voice. Yeah, I like getting Shattering Star more than going down the left side. That is a perfectly valid and reasonable opinion to have. Will not talk twice about that. That's super cool, and I love you for it. I'm going to go ahead and say I'd like to play a little bit more with Shattering Star. It doesn't strike me that it makes a ton of sense in dungeon content right now. Just because, again, like, it's obviously, it's the kind of thing you really only want in, like, you know, pure single target, and technically it works on 2 target very well, but You know what I'm talking about. So you can definitely have it in your build, and it's definitely going to do a little bit of work on single. And then the only other thing is that, like, preliminary sims have it, it's good, right? So don't get me wrong, it's obviously strong for single. You'll find that right now, just extending Fire Breath, so the left side stuff in into Ever Burning Flame, it turns out that's also just good. It turns out just keeping full uptime on your Fire Breath is pretty strong. So it right now, there are a couple meme builds that that one of the theory crafters was putting together, basically, that said, hey, yeah, you can actually just run, you can take Firestorm for single target, and what you're just going to do is you're just going to put that thing down just to keep extending your dot. I'm not exactly optimizing here. I need to be pushing my my empowers. I didn't put a Fire Breath on them the entire pull, and that's very awkward. I can just do a level 2 Eternity Surge there, and then should be good to go on the rest of these guys. I'm going to Living Flame on these guys because they're about to die. Good stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, just because it's not super effective on like all of this trash is maybe why I'm not running it right now. But no, it's I think it's a good ability, strictly speaking, right? So it's hard to, you know, I mean, I'm not going to admonish it, to be sure. And I definitely encourage you guys to just play around with different things. Like, I've been meaning to try it, I just haven't had a good opportunity to do it yet. Oh, PvP, yeah, no, like, dude. So I'm a pretty, like, heavy PvE kind of guy, but I was speculating earlier, like, someone was asking, basically, hey, what do you think about Devastation and PvP? And as someone who doesn't know anything, I kind of had to just guess, right? So I'm actually, like, curious. Have you been playing Devastation PvP? And if so, like, how is that going? What are you finding? What are you finding about it? So here on the poll, I'm going to Lust, and then I'm going to let rip my stuff. You got to get behind these rocks on this one. Where's the guy? Okay. I'm not exactly playing this super optimally from a DPS standpoint, but I was trying to keep the healer alive. Okay. So now we need to get behind rocks, but we need to get behind rocks that aren't broken, ideally. Those, okay, I could use fly with me on the Warlock there. Maybe I'll do it next time just for fun. Oh, God. Oh, okay, not ideal. Yeah, so that one, it would have been better to go to one of those ones, but... Oh, I got cleaved. Interesting. I was not expecting to get cleaved. Alright, let me actually go back to pushing my, like, proper damaging buttons now. Nailed it.